All right, man. We're here. We did it. I made a podcast. Well, I don't want to call it a podcast because I don't like the stigma that's associated with that. So I made a radio show, a web show. Uh, Here I am. This is me. It's Marc Griffin. Welcome to Thoughts in the Key of Life. This is the first episode. Um, Yeah, man. It's kind of crazy. I did not think that I would ever make a radio show or a podcast. Yeah, but here we are, man. Here we are, and I am grateful to all those people who have been clamoring, begging, asking, pleading with me, like, "Yo, man, yo, you should probably make a podcast or something. Like, you got some shit to say. You got something to say. You got a lot of substance, and you know what I mean. You gotta." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I mean, I stream. That's where I get my thoughts off. I stream on Twitch. That's where I get my thoughts off. But I should probably stop trying my best to uh, play the back. You know what I'm saying? I should probably do my thing and just be unabashedly me and let my voice ring through the digital highways of the internet in whatever capacity that may be. But I think this is it right here. This is the start of something. Who knows? Maybe 5 years from now, I got sponsorships on this. I don't know. But right now, this is just a place where I can funnel my thoughts in video format. If you're watching on YouTube, shout out to you, or in audio format, MP3 format. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, wherever you get your podcasts, hopefully I'm coming in here clear. If not, it'll be edited. You won't even hear this goofy shit. But hi, my name is Marc Griffin. Nice to meet you. I am a multimedia journalist, and Thoughts in the Key of Life is exactly what the title says. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all my thoughts. These are just my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? These are just my thoughts. Um, this is everything continuously flowing from my mind to you. Like, I live a very humble life. I'm a very, very, very gracious man, and I hope that everything that I can articulate here on this here platform, I hope that it can inspire maybe just one person to just be, I don't know, kinder on the internet. You know, if you're asking me what my intentions are with this podcast, with this radio show, I, I think that's it right there. I think that's the mission statement. Like, Thoughts in the Key of Life. I just want to help inspire one essence of life. That's it. Just one person. That's all. I just want. It's a lot of darkness happening on the internet in the world, and I just want to help use my light to, I don't know, help guide somebody else to theirs. I don't know. I don't want to be corny cliche, man, but I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. But I'm glad that you guys are here. Welcome. The cover art, I should probably tell you a little bit about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Thoughts in the Key of Life. For all my music heads out there, in the Key of Life, you probably already know Stevie Wonder, right? And that's exactly what that's a reference to. Songs in the Key of Life, one of my favorite albums of all time. And then you see the cartoon version of me on the front of your phone right now, or maybe on the thumbnail on YouTube. That is a basically like some art from Pharrell Williams' "In My Mind" album. It was from the Milo character customization uh, uh, feature that was on his website years ago when that album dropped. Okay, mind you though, I don't know if that website is still up. I have no idea. But I was rummaging through the bins that I have in my closet. And I was just going through, you know what I mean? I was looking to see if I had an external hard drive or whatever, because I was like, all right, I got a lot of files on my computer. Let me see if I have something in here before I drop hella money on an external hard drive for videos and Twitch clips and things of that nature. So I went looking, you know what I mean? I found some little USB sticks. I think I found like maybe 6 of them joints. And I'm like, yo, what are on these USB sticks? So plug them in, dot, 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 boom, boom, boom. On like, I think the 4th one that I checked, I saw my character that I made on that Pharrell Williams website years ago. So I'm like, okay, this is crazy. And I had like 3 or 4 characters that I made, all pretty fly too, by the way. If you did this back in the day, man, salute. Nice to meet you. You my peoples. But yeah, it was just kind of crazy to see how fly my mind was back then. little pat on the back for that. But yeah, I saw those characters, so I just like picked one that was probably closer to my taste now, and I just saved it onto my desktop or whatever. Got a hat offline, got like a little PNG hat, plug and play into Photoshop. Took off the BBC logo or the ice cream dog, ice cream cat, little feline, little animal on the front. I took that off the front of the shirt and replaced it with my In Search of Magazine logo, In Search of Radio logo. In Search of Magazine is my own outlet that I created, indie outlet where we cover music, video games, and fashion. So that's what that tiger is, if you ever see that. And that's also the logo for In Search of Radio, which is another radio show series that I got. But that is how that came about. And I put both of those concepts, 2 of my favorite artists of all time, Pharrell, Stevie, mashed them together, Marc Griffin, me, and boom, there you go. Thoughts in the Key of Life by Marc Griffin. So that's what that is, man. I really don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm here. And I hope you guys, I don't know, stay with me for this journey, bro, because I'm definitely gonna grow as a person, as a potter. Like I'm gonna get in my bag eventually. I don't know, it might take 30 episodes to get there, but we're gonna have some direction eventually, and when we get there, it's gonna be glorious, man. It's gonna be glorious. But I'm making all of these efforts to be more involved in sort of the creative creation of my life, if that makes sense. I'm trying to be the wind that blows my sailboat. Like, I'm not trying to wait on anybody. I'm not trying to wait on anything that can tell me, yeah, green light, you're good to go, you can make this. Or yeah, green light, you're good to go, you can record. Like, I just want to be in full control of everything I do. And as a journalist, I understand that with so many layoffs happening, with so many publications closing, with so many outlets closing, you dig what I'm saying? There's so much that is theoretically out of your control as a journalist, and literally out of your control. There's nothing you can really do to stop a publication from going under or being sold to a mega corporation, and then they just change the whole publication from the inside out to the point to where it's almost unrecognizable. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can really do about that. Like, you going up against a big corporation like that, it's like, damn. It's kind of doom and gloom, but I don't want that and those thoughts and those vibes to permeate the hallways of my mind. You dig what I'm saying? So the best way that I get through things is to create. I create through everything. Every single part of my life, I have created my way out of sadness, depression, insecurity, obviously with the backing of a good therapist. But I also, like I said, I use my creativity to dig my way out of those very, very human experiences. You dig what I'm saying? So here we are now. And you're probably wondering, like, wait, what hole are you in where you got to create? Well, some of y'all know already. But there's probably a good majority of y'all who are probably just meeting me for the first time, or maybe I just didn't tell you because I don't think I need to announce every single thing about my life online. That's not how I move. But I'm no longer with Vibe magazine. I am an independent contractor now, and I'm currently working for Polygon, a gaming site. And yes, Vibe magazine, the Vibe magazine. Shout out to everybody who still works there. I have nothing but love. Um, but I just needed a change of pace in my life, and for what I'm trying to do and for who I'm trying to be, and the goals that I'm trying to achieve moving forward as a grown man, because I'm getting older, man. I'm 31, bruh. Like, I'm 31. So I'm two sides of my mind are wrestling, right? It's like the creative side that wants total control over everything he does, and to be able to push every single thought out to the internet, so that way he can get in his bag and do his thing. And then there's the other side where it's like, all right, but we do need some sort of security. We do need some sort of like foundational stability that will help us anchor ourselves in place, so that way nothing can really shake us. You know what I mean? I'm married, beautiful, gorgeous wife. We love black love out here. Shout out to my beautiful wife. But I find myself thinking about the future of like, all right, I kind of do want to have the ability to stay at home and take care of my kids and see them every single day, but also work from home. You dig what I'm saying? So a nice work from home job is what I have right now, in pursuit of that, you know? So I don't have to miss out on all the important parts of my children's lives whenever they come. You know what I mean? Whenever they come. We're not having kids right now, so y'all can relax. But whenever children arrive, I want to be. And I talked to my wife about this too. I talked to wifey about this, and we both are on the same page about this. No, you know what I mean? But yeah, I want to be there. Like, I want to be there for every single thing that they go through. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I saw where my life was headed, and when I was like ripping and running through Manhattan, trying to make it to this event, trying to make it to that interview, trying to show face at this interview, flying to this for this event, PR want me there, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's super cool, and it was intriguing, and I would do it again. You know what I mean? If I could have more say so on how I work, when I work, and the proximity of my workplace. You dig what I'm saying? Because if I'm doing a job that don't really need to be done in office, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, we should be able to work from wherever, you know? And I know a lot of outlets and whatnot don't really operate on that type of time. Everybody's in the newsroom and things of that nature, and that's cool. I understand that. But for what I'm trying to do for my life personally, how I see my life personally, I don't really want to do that no more, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at. And Polygon, well, XDA first. Valnet, who owns XDA, and Polygon, they're the ones that hire me. And then I'm an independent contractor, so they just put me on XDA. And I was like, all right, cool. So I wrote for them a little bit. And then Polygon, unfortunately, laid off 90%, 80% of their writers. And then Valnet was like, well, we just acquired them, so we might as well just plug and play. So that's what they did with me. Do I like it? I think that's kind of nasty and scummy on my it's just like as I said before, man. I'm telling you, journalism is a nasty place, gang. I'm not gonna hold you. It's real nasty right now. It's unforgiving, it's relentless, and a lot of these big corporations are just swallowing and eating up all of these different legacy brands. And then when they can't flip put it down, flip it and reverse it, when they can't flip it and make it into whatever image that they have for them, then they just like shutter it, you know what I mean? Close people, and then they kind of like sell it to something else. Like, it's real nasty, bro. I'm not really a big fan of how much of a big hand that they have in the beauty and the truth and the facts and the art of journalism. But, you know, it is what it is. It's just a sad realization, but that's kind of where I'm at. Am I disenfranchised with journalism? No, I love being a journalist. I really do. We represent that fine line between a true democracy and fascism. You dig what I'm saying? Like, we are there. And you can like sort of like toot your nose up or whatever at me saying that. That's fine. I respect your opinion. But that is the importance that journalism serves in our society, whether it's about music, whether it's about tech, beauty, fashion, politics, anything. Like all of those different subgenres, subcategories of the human experience, at some point they cross paths, you know what I mean? And the lines become blurred, and journalists are there to help people make sense of it all. And I truly believe that we are one of the various main veins of um, society's anatomy, for real. Like it is what it is. But I mean, the way that media has been sort of like villainized in today's political climate and social climate, is quite disheartening. But you just got to keep fighting a good fight and hoping that the truth and the facts rise above anything else, because that's all we got. You dig what I'm saying? So yeah, but that's a little bit about where I'm at. I'm not at Vibe Magazine anymore. I'm at Polygon. But it's that type of thing where I do want to just take those chances, because I also understand, and y'all probably don't give a fuck about none of this shit I'm talking about. Y'all probably don't give a fuck about none of this shit I'm talking about, and that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You can just sort of turn the volume down, like, you know what I mean? Turn that shit down. Turn me down. Turn me down. This conversation is for the people who care. So shout out to y'all. Don't worry. If you turned it down, you can turn me back up in a couple of minutes. Cause I'm gonna be done. I promise. But it's just my pursuit of independence is kind of what it is, and how I'm moving. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to draw and design my own deck of cards. You dig what I'm saying? Like I'm just playing the hand I was dealt. I'm like, I already did that. I already got out of poverty. You know what I'm saying? I already made it out of the hood. Man, I'm okay, cool. So now it's time for me to design a new hand that plays in my favor. That's what I'm ready to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm ready to do. Have no fear, though. My Lord told me that the bag is near, so I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to get it popping, and that's basically what all this is. That's what In Search of Magazine is. That's why I'm streaming video games on Twitch. That's why I am making these radio shows, podcasts. That's why I'm doing that. That's what Thoughts in the Key of Life is. That's what In Search of Radio is. That's what all of these different. It's like an ecosystem of Marc Griffin, and I know one day it's gonna pay off. I really do. I'm confident that one day it's gonna pay off in my favor, and I'll never have to work for nobody ever again. I just, for what I want to do, how I want to live my life, working for people is not the way to go. Not for me. That might be good for y'all, but not for me. Not for me. One size does not fit all, y'all. Like, don't. You know what? This nigga Mark spitting, bro. I believe it. No. If this don't fit for you, don't put that shoe on, baby. Like, if you wear a size 7, I'm an 11.5, 12. Don't put my shoes on. Don't do that. That's not. It's not. That means it's not for you, man. It's not for you. But yeah, that's kind of where it's at. That's what I'm doing. And Thoughts in the Key of Life, I think, just like rattling off the top, it'll deal with like culture, specifically Black culture first, white America second. You dig what I'm saying? Like, or Black culture first, the rest of everything else that America got festering second. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I give a shit about first and foremost. I'm a Black American, so that's what we doing. That's how we rocking. You know what I'm saying? That's how we rocking for real. But because the inner workings and the demonic nonsense that Agent Orange got going on, unfortunately, the festerings of that America are literally permeating through my culture, my zeitgeist. You know what I'm saying? So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to, say something about Elon Musk musty ass, and I'm gonna have to say something about the pseudo-fascism that is dripping in the streets of our once glorious United States of America. I just, to be honest, I can't even remember when the United States of America was glorious. To keep it a buck 50 with you, but that's the kind of thing you can expect here. Black culture, fashion talk, sports talk, video games. I love video games. If you follow me on Twitch, what's good, Griff Gang? How we feeling? What's good, y'all? If you don't follow me on Twitch, Marc Griffin 27 on Twitch, go follow me over there. You probably also follow me on TikTok. Probably seen that video I had of the Steam Deck and the Nintendo Switch 2, and I had both. And that kind of ruffled a lot of niggas' feathers. People were mad, up in arms. How dare this grown man spend his money on stuff he wants? It's like, what are we talking about? What are y'all talking about, gang? What are we talking about? So you can expect conversations about video games, the latest shenanigans over there. Yeah, man, and everything else in between. This is kind of like like I said, this is an intro episode. This is like a little about the author type shit. A get to know me, if you will, an icebreaker. So you can expect more of that. But I'm just grateful. I really am. I'm grateful. And let this episode. Probably it's unedited. I don't know. Maybe I might throw it up today. It's Sunday right now, June 29th, 2025, 12:27 p.m. noon. I'm in East Harlem. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I might throw it up today, but let this be a beacon on the internet, a grift signal, if you will, for when we are 400 episodes into this thing and you want to scroll all the way down on Spotify or Apple Music just to see what it sounded like when I first started doing that. And Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, you know what I mean? You can find me on Apple Music too, but you know, if you know, you know. You scroll all the way down on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, or even on my YouTube, and we're on episode 400, but you go all the way down to episode 1, and you're like, damn, I want to see how this nigga was sounding when he first started doing this. You're probably gonna be like, damn, I'm not listening to this, bro. He's so much better now, bro. Damn, he grew so much. But that's what I want this to feel like. You know what I mean? Like, I want this to be a marker of time. You're gonna get to know me a lot. I love artifacts and points of history that can tell you exactly where somebody was, you know what I mean, or where a culture was, or where a society was, where an artist was, where a football team was. I really love that, man. That it for some reason, learning the contextual information surrounding different points of famous events, or even, like, you know what I mean, like really, really obscure events. Like, you find something and then you can point to it in a different timeline, or like a direct timeline, you know what I mean? Like, boom, this happened in 97. Oh shoot, this was happening around the same time that this TV show came out, and that TV show came out the same time that these sneakers dropped, and these sneakers dropped the same time that this happened in politics. That's crazy that all that energy was permeating in the space at the same time, bro. Like, that was oozing and traveling in the same, like, this energy is all a part of the same vessel, if you will. And I love that, bro. I love that. So that's what I kind of want this to be. I want 400 episodes into the future, come back. Let me know if we did it, bro. Let me know if we did it, gang. Let me know if we did it. But I think that's kind of what we gonna rock on. That's what we gonna move on. I know there's a lot of, like, heady topics right now that people want me to get into. You know, the 14,000 rocket that Elon Musk has blown up in Texas. Oh, dumbass, on his failure to launch. Or, you know, Donald Trump, his relentless racism, and how he's just turning America into the true fascist nightmare that we all feared it already was for decades. You know what I'm saying? B. Simone, her letting her friends struggle. Nigga, what? I don't, you know what I mean? That, you know, if we have time on some of these episodes, we might dive into shit like that. Mark with the mess. Hey, if you know, you know. But I'm just a guy, for real. I'm just a chill guy. But you're not gonna hear me talk about no damn Yo, say you and a girl go out to dinner. Y'all go out to dinner. You right? You make more money than her. Boom. But she order more food than you. Is y'all splitting the bill? Nigga, we are not operating on. I want you to listen to me, hear me, and hear me clearly. I will not speak on no bullshit like that. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care, gang. I don't. If anything, I'll make fun of you. I'm not. That shit is dumb. It's dumb, B. If you look, check it out. Be clear. If you a nigga who constantly engages in conversations like that on Twitter or in real life, you probably got some insecurities you need to get worked out. I need you to go ahead and sign up for Better Self. Get you some therapy, my nigga. You got to work some shit out, because that can't be the only thing you always talking about, broski. I don't know, gang. Like, look, but what if the girls are doing it? Then the girls are doing it, okay? I'm talking to the men. I'm talking to the black men. Stop. No more, bro. We don't need no more of that. What was they saying? Low vibration plates. We don't need low vibration conversation. Shut the fuck up, please. It's too much evil shit happening in our country for niggas to be focused on who's splitting the bill at Red Lobster. Like, brother, yo, I need y'all niggas to lock in, B. Lock in. Stop. Reel it in. Cut the shit, bro. We don't care. Like, let's have a conversation about how millions, 15 million people are probably about to lose out on Medicare. You know what I mean? Medicaid. They're about to lose their services because this big, beautiful bill just got, or is about to get passed in our fucking country. That's something we should probably discuss. We shouldn't be talking about no goddamn who's splitting the bill. Okay, boom. So nigga, if you broke, say that. Just if you're broke, say that. I'm not rich. So look, I get it. But if you broke, just say that. Just live in your truth, my nigga. Live in that broke nigga spirituality. It's okay. Keep that shit away from me. But it's okay. Live your truth. You know what I mean? Or the conversations about I just feel like if she doing this, then I can do that. We can go like brother. All these incel talking points, everything. And I'm talking to my audience too now. You're not getting that here. So if that's the thing that really you get off on, you can leave right now, and I won't hold it against you. But thoughts in the key of life is like, we got thoughts and we talking life. You know what I'm saying? Like real life, like real shit. Not every episode is gonna be heavy now. Not every episode. We don't need, you know what I mean? We don't need every single episode to make a nigga, push a nigga to the verge of tears. We don't need that, brother. We don't need that. We don't need that. Like, we can talk Kendrick and Drake, although I do believe that the conversation has run its course, but we should keep it on the playground, you know what I mean? And then maybe we even go deeper a little bit. Go deeper just a little bit and get into the psychology of Drake fans, get into the psychology of Kendrick fans. I think that'd be real fun to do with resources at our disposal, because I got all these damn screens up here. Y'all can't see them, but I got all these damn screens up here. We might as well make use of them and go crazy. But I'm not going to engage in the low vibrational conversations. So we're going to talk Kendrick and Drizzy and other hip hop artists and hip hop at large, because I love music. However, we're not going to engage in stan wars. Like, I'm not a part of Aubrey's Angels. Sorry. I'm also not a part of the Kendrick Brigade. That's not what I'm a lover of hip hop. And at this point in time, I just truly love Kendrick Lamar more. I love what he has done more across his bodies of work, his discography. I can feel it more. There's more meat on the bone, more substance for me to dig my teeth into. Drake serves his purpose. But that battle has taught me so much more about both of them, their fan bases, especially from the vantage point of a nigga like me who grew up with their music in the blog era and seeing how both of their careers ultimately shaked out. It's kind of dope. But it did also teach me a lot of shit psychologically speaking, and not to be in my psychoanalysis bag, but it really taught me a lot about the relationships and the sort of inner workings of their fan bases and people on the internet at large. It was it got weird, y'all. It got weird. I don't know, man. I don't know. But we're gonna have conversations like that. But I just refuse to engage in anything that's just dumb. You feel me? So with that being said, man, I'm cool on all that shit. I'm cool on all that. This is a very particular podcast with a very particular community and a very particular audience and a very particular perspective. I also want to get some interviews in here now. That's what I want to do. I do want to use this platform, this one right here, Thoughts in the Key of Life. I do want to use this platform to interview politicians, interview record label execs at some point, interview people who might, run like their own like independent fashion vlog or something like that that's popping, or somebody who left like a major record label but now they're an independent record label and what they're doing to sort of circumvent and then also redirect certain energies that they have maybe seen, felt, things of that nature while in the major business of music. Like I want to have conversations like that too, because at the end of the day, I'm a conversationalist. I'm pretty sure that I'm a better conversationalist than I am a writer. Now don't get it fucked up though. I'm still Spidey with the pen. I'm nasty with the pen. You feel me? Like I'm really good. Sometimes I'll be rambling too much, but I be getting my thoughts off for real. But I just want to have this space be like a place where the conversation and the essence of humanity is at the forefront of it all. You know what I'm saying? Again, we will have levity and we will joke on niggas for show. Like that's gonna happen. But I do want this to be a place where things are uplifted, truths are secured and found, energy, good energy. This will be like a beacon of good energy on the internet, where a lot of incel culture is taking over black men, really, really poisoning their minds with bullshit. And if I can help break a nigga from those chains, bro, if I can help you understand that gay people are people, like they're people, just like you and me. If I can help you understand that women deserve just as much as men, you know what I'm saying? Like if I can help you understand that, then I've done a good job. I'm not gonna argue niggas down. If you don't believe women don't deserve, then nigga, I'm just gonna promptly just, all right, bruh. All right, I'm not gonna go back and forth with you, but if I can just make people understand that so many things can be true at one time, and we don't have to lead with a heart full of hate, but a spirit full of love and understanding, then shit, man, that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about. Think of this space as like the reading rainbow for real niggas. That's what it is. Thoughts in the Key of Life. What is that? Oh, it's reading rainbow for real niggas. That's what it is right there. That's the tagline. And by somebody, I mean me. I'm gonna put that up. I'm gonna do my thing. But that's it right there, bro. Like the way OG, the way he used to make me feel as a child, you know what I mean? With the power of books, literature, literary criticism, literary understanding, all of that kind of bled from him, showing me like, yo, man, this is all in the essence of a book, you know? The human condition couldn't be boiled down to the essence of a book, a piece of literature, scripture, if you will, and how we understand and tangle with each other on an everyday, day-to-day basis. You can find that same connection in how we connect with books and literature. And I just find that so beautiful, that Reading Rainbow was able to distill those principles within my life at such an early age. You know what I'm saying? So in a way, I want to be Reading Rainbow for real niggas. I want to be like, all right, bet. So this is how we moving. this is how we treating women. We treating women with 1,000% respect. Like, we are not. Look, baby, I'm a married man. You feel me? So I there's a reason I'm a married man. You dig? Like, there's a reason why I was able to lock down such a beautiful woman. And by lockdown, I mean consensually asking her, "Yo, would you like to be my wife? Because I can't see my life without you." Yeah. Nah, we're not. I don't want no niggas who don't respect women. I don't want no niggas who don't respect LGBTQIA plus rights. I don't want no niggas here who don't see that Donald Trump and Elon Musk are fascists. I don't want anybody like that. But if you are here and you are like that, and you're turning to the side of common sense and light, then baby, we happy to have you. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much what I got, man. That's pretty much what I got. That's first episode, introductions. How you doing? Marc Griffin. Welcome to Thoughts in the Key of Life. Here's to 400 more episodes. Cheers.